Hi, everybody. Here's my fifth and my final new technology that teachers can use into the classroom. I found something really, really cool on PBS. It's called Nova Labs. So it has basically 7 or 8 different labs, different problems for students to go in, and they can design different solutions and do some problem solving techniques to try to figure out the best way to fix whatever the problem is, whether it could be, looking for a new planet for some aliens, could be trying to figure out what our previous climate was like by looking up in the polar caps and things like that. The one that I picked has to do with energy, where we're trying to redesign or design a renewable future. There's a big thing right now going through with energy about, are we going to run out of energy? What kinds of things can we do to cut back on our energy usage? So this one's really cool because when you click begin, it has 5 different places that it needs you to go in and try to eliminate CO2, try to get rid of the CO2 tonnage that we're putting out in these different places. So it has places like Las Vegas, it has Los Angeles, it has Tucson. So what are some things that they could use there? So like in Las Vegas, it had solar power and it had wind power. It's probably not going to be the same as what we get in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, or in Boulder, Colorado. So it has a whole bunch of different places. So like I go into Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and it's telling me coal, nuclear, natural gas plants provide nearly 90% of Tennessee's power. Well, it's saying that some of those are not renewable. So what can we do to move towards a more renewable source of energy? And that's what it's showing us down here, that 53% is used as that is being used is coal. So our budget's 150 million. Let's design our system. This is really, really cool here because it tells me what I'm able to do. So it gives me my budget here. So what happens if I increase my solar area? Well, then I'm using some of the area that I could be using to somewhere else. So roughly I have 2,500 acres. Well, look what happened to my budget. It dropped really, really fast. So I'm not going to be able to use a whole bunch of that. So let's switch to wind. Let's see what my wind does to my budget. Wind doesn't hurt my budget. So I'm going to keep using wind to increase as much as I can. But if I try to use more area of it, then I'm going to go over my budget. And then I can do a little bit of geothermal. I can maybe even do a little bit of biomass that we're reusing. Then I can click test my system. And it's going to show me exactly what my energy production is. And it shows me my goal is this red line right here. Then it even will show us design tips. What can I do? I can redesign my system, or I can continue the test all the way out through to see how well I did. Here's another design tip to show me. And it talks about different times of the year and what you can do to fix those. So then it'll go all the way out here to the end, and it should finish up, and it will give me my results. Warning, low power. So I can redesign my system, or I can continue that test if I want. But these are the labs right here that I at least wanted to show you. The exoplanet lab, designing a home for aliens, looking for the climate past, the evolution lab, cybersecurity, shows us how people are trying to steal our info, which is really cool. The RNA lab and biomolecules treating cancer and other diseases, clouds, energy, and then the sun at the end. So this was really cool, I thought. It's definitely geared towards the science classroom. Maybe you guys can use it, maybe not, but I hope you found it interesting.